Join us as we watch firefighters in action, battling not only the flames but also time to save lives. Let's get started. On March 16, 2021, a massive explosion occurred in Ontario, California, caused by an illegal fireworks stash igniting in the backyard of a home. The blast killed 2 people at the scene and caused severe damage to the surrounding neighborhood, shattering windows and forcing multiple families to evacuate. Firefighters and rescue teams worked tirelessly to extinguish the fire and secure the area. More than a year later, many residents were still rebuilding their homes and recovering, highlighting the long-term impact of this tragic event.
Давай, вниз медика. Это с того края. Это ж не горячий. С вами сколько детей?
An apartment building caught fire, with thick smoke quickly engulfing the floors, hindering evacuation efforts. Many residents, including children, became trapped inside.
Давай, вниз медика. Это с того края. Это ж не горячий.
Firefighters rushed to the scene, launching an urgent search and rescue operation. They navigated through smoke-filled apartments, locating victims and prioritizing the evacuation of children before the flames could spread further. Thanks to their swift response and effective rescue strategy, all trapped children were successfully saved, ensuring a safe outcome despite the intense and dangerous conditions. On August 4th, 2020, a catastrophic explosion occurred at the port of Beirut, Lebanon, marking the 3rd largest non-nuclear explosion in history.
It was one smaller explosion. Enormous shock. The blast struck with a force of a 3.5 magnet in mass.
The disaster was triggered when a warehouse storing nearly 3,000 tons of ammonium nitrate detonated, creating a shockwave equivalent to a 3.5 magnitude earthquake. The immense blast devastated much of the city, resulting in over 200 deaths and 7,000 injuries.
Oh my...
Immediately after the explosion, Lebanese firefighters and international rescue teams mobilized, deploying firefighting helicopters and specialized equipment to extinguish fires and search for survivors, working tirelessly for days in the aftermath of the tragedy. On November 3, 2024, a truck overturned on Interstate 80 in Iowa. The incident occurred as the truck was traveling eastbound and attempted to exit onto I-380, losing control and flipping onto its roof along the roadside. Firefighters quickly arrived at the scene, implementing emergency measures to prevent a fire or explosion. At the same time, they worked to rescue the trapped driver from inside the vehicle. As of now, the driver's condition remains unknown, and further details are yet to be confirmed. In May 2009, a car transporter truck caught fire on the MM2 motorway in Kent, England. The blaze engulfed multiple new vehicles on the transporter, creating an intense fire accompanied by several explosions. The Kent Fire and Rescue Service quickly responded, deploying crews to extinguish the flames and stabilize the situation. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. However, the incident caused significant traffic disruptions on the M2 motorway during firefighting operations. On September 2, 1993, St. Mary's Catholic Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana was destroyed in a devastating fire. The blaze ignited after a lightning strike, starting in the choir loft and rapidly spreading. The intense flames caused the iconic bell tower and roof to collapse. Despite the efforts of 50 firefighters and 10 fire trucks, extreme heat and a weakening structure made firefighting challenging. Following the tragedy, the church was rebuilt in 1999, restoring its place as a vital part of the community. On September 20, 2024, a massive fire broke out at an industrial complex on Koleski Street, Moorbank, Sydney. The blaze erupted around 2:10 p.m., quickly spreading from one of 6 factory units and engulfing the entire complex. More than 100 firefighters and 26 fire trucks were deployed to contain the fire. Despite their best efforts, all 6 warehouses sustained severe damage. Fortunately, no casualties were reported. The cause of the fire remains under investigation as authorities assess the extent of the destruction. On February 19, 2025, a massive fire broke out at Burley Mini Storage in Middle Township, New Jersey. The blaze rapidly engulfed a building containing over 60 storage units, with flames reaching over 20 meters high and triggering multiple explosions. Firefighters from several departments responded swiftly to contain the fire. One person sustained injuries and was hospitalized. Investigators later determined that Salvatore Galura started the fire by burning cardboard in a metal container for warmth, but it got out of control. He was arrested and charged with third-degree arson and filing a false report. On the morning of March 20th, 2022, the Barboursville Fire Department responded to a structure fire. Upon arrival, firefighters faced thick smoke, intense flames, extreme heat, and zero visibility inside the building. Despite the hazardous conditions, crews launched an aggressive interior attack, quickly bringing the fire under control. Thanks to their rapid response, the main fire was extinguished efficiently, minimizing damage. Fire departments from Green Valley and Oyo River Road were also deployed to assist, ensuring a safe and effective containment of the incident. June 13, 2020, a massive explosion occurred in Wyoming when a 116-car Union Pacific train derailed near Rock Springs.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
More than 30 cars overturned, including several carrying alcohol, which caught fire and exploded shortly after, generating an intense blaze and a thick column of black smoke visible from miles away. Firefighters quickly arrived at the scene and battled the flames for several hours. The fire was not fully contained until the early hours of the next day. Fortunately, no casualties were reported, but 9 train cars were destroyed due to the heat and explosions.
It's a wildfire now or something, or what?
The train tipped over, so you got the train on its side, so something caught on fire from the train.
A vehicle burst into flames on the A8 highway in Italy, prompting firefighters to respond swiftly to extinguish the blaze. During the operation, the vehicle unexpectedly exploded, creating additional challenges. Traffic came to a standstill as the fire crew worked urgently to put out the fire and prevent further danger from spreading. After relentless efforts, the flames were finally brought under control.
A firefighter was trapped above a 2-story house engulfed in flames. Fortunately, his teammates on the ground acted quickly to rescue him, helping him escape the inferno just in time.
On May 14, 2012, a severe fire broke out at the Mermoz Tower in Roubaix, France. More than 200 residents were forced to evacuate urgently. The incident began around 3:00 p.m. when flames rapidly spread from the first floor to the upper levels due to flammable cladding materials. Despite a swift response from firefighters, they faced significant challenges due to the fire's intensity. By 4:30 p.m. after the efforts of 100 firefighters, the blaze was brought under control. Tragically, the fire claimed 1 life and injured 10 others. Subsequent investigations revealed that the cause of the fire was an electrical installation fault.
Smoke and fire coming from the front door.
One person trapped in the back of the house.
The San Bernardino City Fire Department responded to a serious fire at a single-story house. Thick smoke and flames were pouring out of the front door, with initial reports indicating that a victim was trapped inside.
223, I got reports of a trapped subject to the back of the house. You're going to be my ventilation. I want you to the roof. No problem with forcible entry in the front door right now.
Fire crews quickly deployed, with one team pulling a hose through the front door while another went to the roof for ventilation. After extinguishing the flames, the firefighters discovered the man trapped at the back of the house. They immediately began rescue efforts, providing first aid and bringing the victim out safely.
Emergency medic engine 229 staged.
Medical services were also deployed right away in hopes of saving the victim.
I'm going to go ahead and take command. I need you to come out here and talk to me. Do you got a chance? Well, go to you. Give me 1 second. We're on middle CPR. Stand by. And I'm going to make you medical. Over. As I see right now, Ben's got the patient. DRA just has a power line down to the south of the house. Majority of the fire is going to be to the east portion of the house. Engine 1, go ahead and come on in and assist with fire attack. I'm going to need your 2 out. 221, copy.
A catastrophic explosion occurred in Plum, Pennsylvania on February 20th, 2023, shaking the residential neighborhood. Emergency responders received multiple calls about the blast on Rustic Ridge Drive. Upon arrival, they found that one house had been completely leveled, while several nearby homes were engulfed in flames. Tragically, 6 people lost their lives, 3 homes were entirely destroyed, and more than a dozen others suffered severe damage. Firefighters worked quickly to extinguish the flames, searching through the rubble to prevent further spread and locate survivors. Initial investigations suggested that the cause might be related to the home's propane gas system.